Hello everybody. Today we will do a small yoga practice. It's a sequencing for elimination. So it's a small version. It's 7-8 minutes for the practice. You can do it in loops. We are at day 13 of ULT. ULT is Ultimate Life Transformation from Purium. And we are at day 3 of the parasite flush period. So it's very important to eliminate well during this time and every single day of your life, obviously. So let's start. We need a block and we need a strap. If you don't have a strap, use a belt or a scarf. If you don't have a block, a dictionary could do. Dictionary. So, and we only need it for a posture, one posture, so if you don't have, it's okay. So we're starting with Supta Tadasana. Feet on the wall, big toes touching, heels apart. Now, we can lift your pelvis, elongate your sacrum on the ground and push your feet into the wall, extending your thigh bones towards the floor. And here you can descend the shoulder blades to free your neck. So Supta Tadasana, here we want to relax the belly, allowing for the lower back to open. But the thighs firmly active, belly soft, inhaling thigh bones towards the ground, inner feet pushing into the wall. So from the softness of your lower abdomen, extending the bones of your legs through your feet, through the wall. Now keeping the back of the left thigh close to the floor. Here on the left side, there's the descending colon. So keeping the descending colon extending through the leg and exhaling, squeezing the right knee into your right armpits. Yeah. So inhaling the softness of your lower abdomen on the left thigh through the thigh bone, through the tibia, through the foot into the wall. And as you exhale, squeeze the knee closer to you. So you're lengthening the descending colon. Just breathing here. And releasing. So now we want to go around the right heel. 2 straps are going to pass inside of the leg. Elbows go on the floor. Now right knee above your right hip. The right foot is flexed. Elbows on the floor and descending the shoulder blades. So now as you keep your knee right above your hip, begin to push the right heel into the strap to open the back of the leg. Now, once the leg is fully open, pushing the right hip on the floor, descending the right buttock bone, the right sit bone towards the left inner heel. Just a few breaths here. Keeping the belly soft. Keep on extending the left leg through the foot, through the wall. So now we're going to pass the 2 straps into the right hand. The block here has to be beside the right buttock. So it's on the other side, but it looks like that. Okay? So pushing onto your right buttock and your right hip. So we want to externally rotate the right thigh, fully relaxing the groin, and now just opening to the right. Yeah? So the block will receive the thigh bone, the upper thigh bone. So it's not meant to stretch the inner thigh and everything. It's really meant to open, to widen your pelvic floor area. So you can open the left arm to the side. Yes, my kids are here. Summertime. So keeping your left hip externally rotated. Belly soft. So we're starting with the left leg as our anchor because we want to empty descending colon before emptying ascending colon. And here pushing into the strap and extending the leg. So we're just gonna do these two variations for today. Foot down, extending the leg, and then coming back into Tadasana. Inhaling back of the thighs to the floor, inner heels to the wall. Keeping the right leg in Supta Tadasana, bending the left knee, and then exhaling left knee into the left armpits. Inhaling back of the right thigh to the floor, extending the right foot into the wall. And inhaling back of the right thigh to the floor, extending the right inner heel to the wall. So the lower side of your abdomen, the lower right side of your abdomen is soft and relaxed. So here, belt around your left heel, passing inside of your leg, elbows on the ground, descending the shoulder blades. Left knee above the left hip, and now pushing into the strap to extend the leg. Shoulders are relaxed, spreading both set of toes. Belly soft, so here you can descend the left sit bone towards the right inner heel. And we're gonna take the block, squeezing it on the left side of your buttock. Now passing both belts into the left leg, into the left hand. Left arm is extended, so you grab as close to your foot as possible. And now from the softness of your groin, externally rotate the left leg. And then opening. You see, not opening to your full capacity because the block is receiving your hip bone. Just want to widen pelvic floor. Right hip bone turning towards the right as you extend the bone of the left leg into the heel, into the strap. And inhaling, pushing into the belt, exhaling, bringing it back up. Foot down, can extend both legs, tossing the block and relaxing for a few breaths here. And then bending the knees into your chest and rolling to the right side. So here we're gonna come into the down dog with the heels up the wall. So here the toes are tucked under, but the heels are up the wall. Buttock as close to the wall as possible. So as you keep your buttock as close to the wall as possible, you're extending your arms forward, spreading your fingers as much as possible, pinkies touching the sides of the mat. You want a lot of space in between your hands. And now you come up, shoulders above your wrists. You can lift the toes off the ground. Lower abdomen comes towards your spine, and then keeping your knees bent. Lower back elongating. So in this variation of the down dog, it's important to keep your knees bent so that your lower abdomen can soften and hang inwardly, which is going to make your digestive system hang towards your heart. Yeah? So if you cannot attain a relaxation of your lower abdomen, bend your knees a little more. Yeah? Relaxing your neck by allowing for your head to hang. 2, 3 breaths here. And releasing the knees down. You can relax your elbows on the ground. And then we're starting again Lifting the knees, lower abdomen to your spine, keeping your knees bent and pushing the floor forward with your hands. So as you keep your knees bent, now we want to start with lifting the left leg because we want to stretch and elongate the descending colon again. So we're gonna put the mounts of the toes on the wall of the left foot and begin to extend the leg. Yeah, so you extend the leg as much as possible. You can bend your right knee. So the goal is not to stretch the hamstrings. The goal is to stretch the descending colon. So extending the left leg as high on the wall as possible. Softening the belly and allowing for the belly to hang inwardly. And returning. Can relax the arms. If you decide just to rest like this, make sure you take the measurement in between your feet and your hands for the other side. So the measurement, buttock as close to the wall as possible, extending the arms as you keep your buttock close to the wall, spreading your fingers, pinkies touching the sides of the mat, coming here, lifting the knees, softening belly, keep your knees bent but push the floor forward with your hands, and keeping the upper back wide, head is hanging, so bending your knees enough so that your lower abdomen can hang inwardly. Few breaths here. Lower abdomen hanging. And now, mounts of the right toes on the wall, keeping the left knee bent and extending right leg up. So extending the ascending colon. And returning. Child's pose. Elbows down. And here the lunge, same purpose, addressing descending, ascending colon. Coming here, shoulders above the wrist, lifting the knees, coming into the down dog with the heels up the wall. And now right foot is gonna come forward, left knee down. So here you can come on your fists. Important to have the right knee right above your right ankle, left knee on the ground, and let your body weight fall into the right buttock. Fist on the floor to lift a little higher. So collarbones are high, neck elongating, allowing for the left groin this time to release and to relax internally. And changing sides. Right foot, right heel up the wall, and left foot forward. So making sure your left knee is above the left ankle, right knee is on the floor, but the right heel is still up the wall. If you have 2 blocks or 2 dictionaries, you can lift yourself up. If not, just use your fist. Some people like the fingers, but make sure the tip of your finger is not like that, more like a spider. And returning to the down dog for a few breaths. And knees down. We're gonna come on our back for Setu Bandha. So Setu Bandha, if you have any back problems, sensitivity, weakness, put the block on the lower sides and keep your feet flat on the ground. If not, you can try the first variation with the feet on the ground and the block flat, and then try the second height. If you feel comfortable on the second height, stay there. If not, come back to the lower part. So here, descending the shoulder blades, keeping the thighs parallel to one another when you lift the hips. So we're going to slip the block underneath the sacrum. So if the heart closes when you descend the sacrum on the block, means the block is probably too close to the wall, so you collapse here. So it should be comfortable, so you can begin like this, making sure you're completely comfortable. You can descend the shoulder blades, collarbones are high. When you're in these postures, try to not turn your head from side to side. If you're comfortable here, you can extend the legs, pushing the mounts of the big toes on the wall. You can open your arms like in Shavasana. So again, same work. Belly is soft, legs fully engaged in Tadasana. And you can try the second variation if you wish to. And keeping the thighs parallel to one another. And lifting the block, sacrum on the block, making sure your heart remains open. And if you feel comfortable, you can extend the legs. So at any time, if you feel uncomfortable in the posture, bend your knees, take your feet flat on the ground. 3 or 4 more breaths. Remember that your inner mouth should be completely relaxed. So releasing your tongue away from your palate to allow for your digestive system to be relaxed. Inner mouth is a reflection of the digestive system, of the intestine. And you can bend your knees one at a time. Feet flat on the ground, keeping your thighs parallel, pushing your elbows down, lifting, removing the block, and slowly releasing lower back, sacrum on the ground. Remain in this posture. This is the counter posture of Situbandha. Then you can open the arms, just letting go of your knees from side to side a few times, casually. And then we're going to lay down into Shavasana for good integration. Here, make sure you're absolutely completely comfortable, tossing the props out of your way. Allow yourself good 2 minutes here in Shavasana.